Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Yeah. Not sure how this bug right now was hearable, but I have here my audio. There's a bar that when it's too loud and it's in the green area, and then when it's like in the border area of not too loud or not too silent, and it's in the yellow, and then when it's too loud, then it's in the red area. So I just have seen, like, when I said bug, then the thing went very much to the right. Okay, I decided to not use any compressors or like things that, for example, puts down my real voice, because when I'm speaking a little bit too loud and putting out my emotions a little bit too much out into the microphone, then you can maybe get a little bit damage on ears. Okay, anyway, I don't want that the OBS compressor systems change my voice, and how it is, okay? So, welcome back, my friends, to Uran's bar. Some kurva surprises. I'm sorry. Yeah, some very friendly people surprised us. If I have a look on my YouTube channel, so I almost only stream or record Dark Souls, and it has some good amount of views, but I recently, for example, 2 weeks ago, I uploaded a video that was called With Pleasure, where I showed oh my god, Uran used lurkers, report him. 41 views, and then the recently game that I uploaded has like DS in the evening 3 games, has at the moment 2 days ago 24. So actually people on my YouTube channel, you in this case, not forget about me, about Desert Strike, and it looks like from time to time you have a look what happens. Maybe there is a new Desert Strike video. Here we go, my friends. And this time, here I have to say, like, I upload mostly videos from Elemento, StarLuk, I think Firelord, maybe, I don't remember, but usually these two are the main, or maybe Trooper also a little bit, maybe someone else, Yarn, I don't know. So someone else also sent me, but I remember there was some issue where there was an upload and then I couldn't get access on the replays from the previous version. Okay, I have to be a bit maybe hurry, because it is possible that some technical will come around and then I have to stop because our dishwasher is a bit offline, and I put a lot of Desert Strike players inside it, and then it was a little bit too much, it seems. Okay, the message of Elemento's email, or Elemento actually sent me 2 replays, probably 2 1 versus 1, and actually I see he sent me a new replay, 23rd June. Okay, so here, new meta Zerg versus Protoss, please. Thank you, my friends, thank you very much. I very, casting Desert Strike games is one of my favorite things regarding YouTube videos, because in Dark Souls I have to sweat a bit, but it's still a very challenging and enjoyable game. But here I just sit back, relax, and I said it many times, but Zerg Protoss, and here they switch. Okay, good. So good, let's start. Coffee is done, my friends. while I was here introducing a little bit. Yeah, it is a 1v1 game between simulation probably, or something testing out between StarLuk and Elemento. So since Elemento sent me this, probably, yeah, I think I know. Yeah, I recently tested it out a little bit with StarLuk. I think maybe I know what I mean, we played like 2 games, and in one game it was like it is good when there is no winners and no losers. So yeah, I just let it like this. Anyway, seems like I would immediately say my opinion. For me, Protoss still stay the the better race in the ZVP matchup. So I don't know. I was thinking this is like a simulation of Zerg versus Protoss, but it seems maybe, I don't know, maybe this is blind, like it was random versus random. Maybe it was pre-picked. Who knows? I really don't know. And since I'm like making a pause here, I will eat some banana. One banana a day is something like, I know there is some saying like eat one apple a day keeps the doctor away, but there is also not a saying, but a banana is also actually very healthy for something like heart and StarLuk also with 1 gas. So yeah, okay, maybe I can check some upgrades. So StarLuk upgrades immediately speed and attack. Do we have some damage? +1. Elemento doesn't need some +1. He can deal also without +1. Here I have to say, for me, it seems like they both know that StarLuk is Zerg, Elemento is Protoss. And here immediately from the beginning, they, I think Elemento actually would never start in a 1v1 blindly if he doesn't know the race of his opponent with Zealots. Because of the, what if there is Terran? Well, and also, for example, in my opinion, okay, Zealots beat Zerglings, but if, in my opinion, if StarLuk make roaches, which most people do as a Zerg player in the beginning, then Zealots have a bit trouble. Yeah, there seems to be some kind of, I mean, it's not new playstyle. There are for sure some players who do Zealots against Zerg. I for example, I was always in the past. It is very rare when Zerg, for example, against Protoss making mass Zealots, mass Zerglings. But I like to react on mass zerglings with mass zealots. It of course depends. If you face in a 3 versus 3, if you transfer the situation in a 3 versus 3, and for example, if you see and calculate that you lost the middle, for example, you are here, yeah, in a 3 versus 3. Your opponent is Zerg, yeah, again 3 versus 3, and then you see, oh my goodness, we lost the middle. So what you need to immediately think, who will I face here? Because this guy will, you know, face your army. And if this guy is Reapers, for example, then I don't know whether I would make Zealots. But if this guy like also Zealots, or I don't know what else. Anyway, I want to say just that Zealots against Zerglings is not some new strategy. Here I have to say that StarLuk, like what I am missing here is Banelings. That would for sure help the Zerg, because Banelings do additional damage against, you know, light or maybe light and biological. I don't remember, I think light. The thing is just that the Banelings are very good against Zealots. But later they, for example, when usually what Protoss makes as next step against this strategy is Archons. And then Banelings lose their, you know, value. But for getting the middle, they are very good against Zealots. Yeah, here I again repeat, this would for sure look different if there would be Banelings. I don't know why StarLuk didn't make Banelings here. Maybe they just want to test strictly Zealots against Zerglings. Because, you know, you see, for example, the Zerglings are very good when they surround the army. And when there is this wall of Zealots, then it is very possible that Zealots will beat the Zerglings. Because Zealots 150 HP, Zerglings 35. It's pretty obvious that they will, you know, overpower when there is, for example, two Zealots, two Zerglings on one Zealot. That's why they need to surround the Zealots, and to do this, you can break a hole into this wall with Banelings. See, this is how it's supposed to be. And imagine to this mass 3 Banelings or 4 Banelings clash, clap, or whatever. Here I guess maybe Protoss will lose. It looked very close. Yep, I guess with this Elemento should lose the middle. What? Ah, 3 gas, okay. And StarLuk, 1 gas? 2 gas, okay. Looks like I'm losing my Desert Strike feeling. I mean, imagine if here, for example, into this, like, especially when StarLuk also get the middle, especially into this situation, if he adds Banelings, this would be, in my opinion, very efficient. I need to eat a bit after a bit working. Nuts. Two gas hydros. Storms, wow, this is really unexpected. Okay, who knows, maybe we get to see, this is really, this combination, I mean, I don't know, maybe this is maybe too you know, I think I would never come to this idea to use Templars with Zealots. It's just a bit unprotected. Do they need 20 seconds for the next storm? $25 seconds. I mean, most of the people, me including, without having thought a lot about this. For example, I mean, I know that StarLuk and or maybe, yeah. Anyway, I and StarLuk, we tested this twice. First time, you know, StarLuk fucked up a bit with gas. Second time, I think I fucked up with gas, or I don't know. I had a little bit hectic situation also. Some people were bothering me, and I couldn't like play peacefully here. Wait, first comes the chocolate. Yeah, I mean, it really melts. I mean, not only the chocolate melts, but also the zerglings. And unprotected hydras, of course, getting destroyed by zealots. That's why you have like roaches in front of hydras. Wow. These Templars are about to put some good damage on the ground. Yeah, okay. Not bad, not bad. I mean, it is very creative, I must say. It is very creative. I really didn't even think that. Well, yeah, one thing that I would like to say that in the beginning, for sure, banelings would be very efficient in my opinion against mass zealots. And that is why. That is why a lot of people also, go stalkers against Zerg. In my opinion, Zerglings with the combination of banelings, it would really, pretty good destroy the zealots. And I think I would even do, of course, carefully, Zerglings and banelings with speed. Also against. This is you need to be careful. In my opinion, I think I would stay tier 1 and do Zerglings, banelings, and then with time roaches. Because roaches deal better damage than Zerglings to the Archons and also to the Zealots. Yeah. It's a little bit complex situation. Oi! I was right now cutting grass in the sun, that's why I had the cap. Where this combination can get dangerous, this combination of Zerglings, not the Zerglings, Hydras and Queens. It is later when Zerg has brutes. Now, here we reach a point where you really don't want to have this, if the opponent has a lot of queens, then it means he has some good defense against carriers already, and this, in my opinion, like queens, if I see, for example, if I am Protoss, and if I see, I mean, I'm just like saying my opinion, if I see, for example, as a Protoss player, that my Zerg opponent has queens with some other things like roaches, okay, this time no roaches, but hydras, then it is pretty, possible that I won't make carriers, because I need like, I don't know, at least 5 carriers, or 4, I think more 5, that they can deal with, roach, hydra and queen. So this queens, in my opinion, force the Protoss player to do something else than carriers. In my opinion, Colossus wouldn't be bad, but then the thing is, he makes brutes. What are you going to do then? Yeah, this is pretty complex, I have to say. Matchup, seems people get better, and now I have to like to think also more when I cast some replay. Good. But about these Templars, this was pretty, yeah, nice. I have to, I think StarLuk is on tier 3 mission. Ah, he already did, yeah, okay. Now he will cancel probably these Zerglings. How many minerals he has? Look at this difference, my friends. Like, for the eyes. I mean, meanwhile, I have to say this doesn't look so bad. Yeah. This is where you need to be very careful. Because one, and then if you wait some other 2 waves, there will be 3. Or if he cancel these Zerglings, then there will be like 5. Yeah, he already canceled it. It's all, you know what I was thinking about? Look, with these, yeah, this is maybe something, some learn effect. Is it possible? I think maybe one day I will try this like off screen, or maybe not off screen, or maybe Elemento even will try it because he likes to try out things. Is it possible to, for example, 22 defense? I think these broodlings probably not gonna do any damage to the drone. I mean, I think this is not possible. Or I'm really curious what happens. I think I will test it out for sure, 100%. I think nobody has tested it ever out. What happens? Like, will Desert Strike break? Or I don't know what, but what happens if these broodlings kill the drone? Like, I mean, probably nothing happens and the game will just continue as it. How many minerals did he get from this? He took only, wait. I'm a bit curious. I think only 2 broodlots, right? You can buy from this. Oh my goodness. It just came an idea to me. Some other learning effect for you guys. Yeah. I think that this is a very, I mean, this is not maybe so game-changing thing, but I think it can for sure help to make maximum damage on your opponent. Look, this needs 5 seconds. Now imagine if you cancel all these Zerglings. Here, you didn't have one Zergling. It's on camera, everyone has seen it now. Here. If you cancel all these, but I think it's not possible. No, okay, then it's just theoretically, yeah, it's just theoretically. I think it's for sure not possible, because if you press like sell, then maybe like 6 of the Zerglings will be sold in time, but the rest will not be sold in time. So what I want to say, if you cancel all these or sell all these Zerglings, on 4 seconds, for example, then here they will be sold, but they would be they would still spawn. This is what I actually do when I play Terran. I sell some Terran units that I don't need anymore and get some money and do immediately upgrades on this sold money. The units are sold, but I still have them on the battlefield for one wave. And then, yeah, this is like theoretically, I again repeat, and then you make, like in 4 seconds you need to do this, and then you make 2 broodlords. Then, for one wave, all the zerglings you have for one wave, and you have 2 broodlords. I mean, yeah. Great, Sasha. Yeah, 2 broodlords. And how do we react? Now, see, where is our broodlords? Wait, how he has 5? Ah, yeah, oh my goodness, I didn't see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, sorry. All good. Yeah, with this combination, unfortunately, you cannot fight broodlords. Yeah, this. Yeah, the thing is just that he has queens. And he will have more now. You need to sell. But at the same time, the queens will also stack if you sell, for example. Or actually, they already will stack. Yeah, the game is over. This is the GG moment, my friends. What can Protoss do? For example, this is the thing. If you sell units, then okay, the broodlords will, this is like you need to immediately react to it. Then you need to sell and go full carriers. The broodlords will pass by. Maybe they will die by the carriers, and then this is gonna be a fight between ground and carriers. Probably Elemento's not gonna sell anything, and yeah, with 1 carrier he can do shit against this. +3 upgraded queens. Yep, we can actually speed up. In this situation I was yesterday against StarLuk, something similar, but yeah, the thing what I did, I think I sold, I don't remember, but I sold not everything, I sold I think only zealots, and I think I should have sold my Archons as well. And I should have done it 1 wave or 2, I don't know, earlier. Because, for example, the thing is, I believe that you should do this transformation as a Protoss player like when you're here. Because when you're already here, then the broodlords are closer and closer to your planetary fortress. And you want, as a Protoss player, to have a situation that your carriers or some of your units go and fight the ground army here or maybe here, and then the broodlords pass by, and then come here and get killed by, by your carriers. This mistake I did, for example, I sold Archons. I didn't sell Archons, and that's why my Archons were like, you know, coming, and then the Broodlords had something to shoot on. If you transfer, then you need to transfer that you don't sell every ground unit, so that the Broodlords not have something to shoot on, because if they have something to shoot on, then they stop and shoot. But you want them to just pass by and get killed by the carriers. That's it. Yep, this. Alright, Zack. I think I even can do the next replay. Seems like my Techniker will... still PvP, PvZ. I mean, I thought you switch races. Wait. It was standard, right? Yeah. Was it this? I remember there was some interface, like... Oh my fucking goodness. Okay, this WCS finals between Elemento representing DSGMs, and as always StarLuk from his fake account representing the FMG. Zerg versus Protoss, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this looks a bit more professional, I have to say. And where's the whole things? Here? Oh no. What? Yeah, I never casted this like this. Yeah, it's a little bit weird because everything's like somewhere else. And what if I do this? Then... Oh, this is actually not bad, because here you see like the minerals from both sides, but the gas is a bit not correct. Yeah, okay, this is 9. Okay, alright, what? Blind Stalker, yeah. And did the chat letters change? Okay, I think I will let... Wait, if I come from here to here... Okay. Okay, I will let it like this. And this 17, what is this? 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12. Are these the units? Yeah, I don't get this number a little bit. This 23, I mean, how can this be 23? Okay, it doesn't matter. Sorry. Okay, here Elemento tries some combination with Zealots and Stalkers. So he go full Stalker, I guess. I think here I think on till some point Zerglings for sure beat Stalkers with speed and with you know +1 in the beginning. Yeah, here let's see. Oh god. It's here. Okay. My goodness, sorry. The thing is with Stalkers, I think when they grow and grow and grow, and when they reach some, you know, very, very good amount, then the Zerglings will have a little bit trouble to surround them, and from some point, Stalker will beat, like, I would say, maybe something like 12 or something like this minutes. Zerg will then have to think about something else. This reminds me a little bit on the experiments with Firelord. I was also like making mass Zerglings against mass Stalkers. Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, most of the games I think I lose. As Zerg against Protoss, we tried, I think, we simulated some. I went like mass Zerglings with speed, and then something else against Stalkers, and then, you know, something else. Usually it was like Colossus. Here you also cannot see whether you are like tier 2 or tier 1. You can only see by the upgrades. Oh. Okay. Yep. Here, this is some sweet point where Stalkers like to stack because they're like protected by the cannon. And yeah, here I think I will switch to the other. I mean, here it looks only this on top. It looks not bad, like big letters, Elemento against StarLuk. I'm wondering whether this works also for 3v3, but I think not. Because how you can like put 3 names here? It's a bit not possible. Yeah, and here's the thing. If you are not able to, for example, kill the it is enough that once the Stalkers will stack, then you have a little bit already problems. And the later you go into the game, the more it is possible, because the Stalkers get always more and more and more. So you're a little bit forced to do more Zerglings, but independent whether you do more Zerglings, it will happen anyway. Ah, Hydras. Again, same tactic. Okay. In this case, I would just continue to do Stalkers. Because sooner or later, Stalkers should stack. If he not makes something. Yeah, I really want to see like whether some people are like tier 1, tier 3. This disturbs me a little bit. The only one thing that I like here is this big letters here on top, the 2 players. He again tries Templars. Okay. Yeah, so this was for sure, I think, more like a simulation that both players wanted to show us here. Yeah, here in 1 versus 1 you really can experiment a lot. I think you can even experiment against such tactic like mass Archons, although I don't know this. I think one of the safest things is to do Stalkers. Yeah, see here with you cannot break this with Zerglings. Aha. Okay. These things I would sell. Aha, here we see like maybe tier 3, okay. And is it visible? Yeah, at least it's here visible. Okay. Already only with 3 queens and 8 hydras. And again you don't put Zergling here. In my opinion, when you do Templars, I think with Stalkers best is the good old Colossus, because they have like, you know, they can stand behind first, and also they have range. Like they can constantly shoot. Templars are like shooting once, and then they need 25 seconds to reload the Psy Storm. In this situation I for sure, yeah, very good. In this situation I for sure would just make Stalkers and Colossus, and yeah, I honestly believe that Broodlords and Ground Army, like Queens, Hydras, maybe Roaches, that they lose against Stalkers and Colossus. In my opinion, to win as a Zerg player, like standard versus standard, like in my opinion this is pretty standard, like this combination, it's just without Roaches. Against this combination, this also standard, you need like to have a surprising moment with Corruptors. Because these Colossus, the Broodlords, they don't reach the Colossus. They are reaching this what stands in front. And Colossus, in my opinion, stuck better than Broodlords. But the thing is, if this surprising moment is not working, Then you need, yeah, then the Protoss will come up with scouts, counter your corruptors, then that's it. Let's see whether, I mean, here I think I don't think that Elemento will sell something, but here I would be very curious what would happen if Protoss with middle, I think I'm pretty sure what would happen if Protoss with middle would sell everything and go full carriers. Then I believe there's no chance that StarLuk can stand with, I mean, maybe one wave queens can stack, then from 4 then you have 8. This Hydras is actually almost nothing. Yeah, but actually if Elemento completely sell everything, I don't believe it. Someone stole my fucking calculator. Okay, then I use my mobile phone here. Five, 15 multiply with 125, multiply with 0.7, right? You still get, yeah, it's not even visible here. Okay, plus 5 multiply with, what is Zealot? 95, I think, minerals. And then plus, let's sell the Colossus. 2 multiply with 460, multiply with 0.5, because Colossus are 50%, plus Templars. 3 multiply with 275, multiply with 0.6, 2600 minerals divided by 590. 4.4. 4.4. Okay, how many Elemento? Where? Elemento has, let's say, yeah, this is actually here, this is almost 1 carrier. He has 5.4. Where's his spawning time? My goodness. 7 seconds. Yeah, he for sure would have at least 5 carriers if he wouldn't invest additionally in Psystorm, in energy for this is 6 carriers, easy 6 carriers. 6 carriers. You know, this army is still alive. Imagine 6 carriers. Instead of this army, 6 carriers come now. And this army is still alive, by the way. Yeah. Here, 0 queens. Absolutely no anti-air. And now, yeah, this is our 6 carriers here. This stalkers we can avoid. Zack, 6 carriers arrive. What do we have here? Four queens and 8 hydras as anti-air. This is GG immediately. So, like overpowered, game-changing, everything deciding moment in this situation. In my opinion, you have middle. You see, oh, Zerk is panicking, don't know what to do. He's selling everything and invest into broodlords. Haha, you cannot sell broodlords. and then you sell everything and go carriers. That's it. Zerg can do nothing. Yeah, we can speed up this actually. Here, yeah, oh no, I already have a feeling what will happen. Elemento was, yeah, he was not sure what to do. Okay. Yeah. If it was someone with the idea of, you know, selling and go carriers, then this Zerg will lose. 100%. I can subscribe to this. Now this is, I mean, where's the ground army? Yeah, this is actually what we were thinking. Wait. Pause, suka. Fuck. This interface a little bit, where was this moment? And this is like some teaching moment, what I was speaking in the previous game. Here. Is this wave? Okay, here. Next wave. Okay, so let's imagine, like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do, I'm panicking. This is what I was speaking about. But I was also speaking about to sell all the ground army that the broodlords just pass. And don't have something to shoot on the ground. Okay, here this. See, broodlords have something to shoot on the ground, they stuck with ground army. And now we see what happens if they don't have something to shoot on the ground. Yeah, this Colossus, see, if this Colossus wouldn't be, the broodlords would be already here. See, this is what I was preaching here. Broodlords, okay, yeah, here, okay, again. They stop a little bit, kill these Colossus, and die from the broodlords, die from the carriers. If you think like, oh, blah, 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 but if there wouldn't be two Colossus, then they would destroy the planetary fortress. Yeah, they would shoot a little bit, but they would still be killed. Because you have seen they died pretty quick. And here, you know, ground gets separated by air. Oh, actually, ground can also not stack. Oh, wait. Yeah, he sell Colossus, very good. You don't need actually Templars, you can sell them too. I was a little bit... I had a little bit doubt that Elemento lose, but it's good. See, exactly this moment. Broodlords pass, have nothing to shoot on the ground. Did you sell? No. Skoda is for noobs, my friends. You need German Mercedes, my friends. I'm joking. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. He learned and sell everything. He realized that if there is nothing where broodlords can shoot, they just pass by and die. Yeah, I can imagine here it was a little bit sweating game, but yeah, thanks for the entertainment. Yeah, I will check shortly lobbies. Yeah, we'll also play one game and then go. Go and eat. Three protos. Yeah, you can usually take gas, especially when you're in the third place. Who do we have? Rain and Alucard. Encephalon, J, alantula. Yellow is Terran. Oh, he knows how to detect. I will wait one wave. Yeah, I'll make a mix. Because I'm getting Terran here, I have a feeling that it is Protoss. I made some Stalkers for the Terran. It's pretty possible I get Zealots or not. I will wait one wave. Because yeah, just to hold a little bit. Probably I'm gonna get killed here anyway. But at least I want to see what enemy I have. Okay. ZTP. Good. I can do Void Race. It's possible that these Marines gonna kill me. Or maybe not. But I should be able to kill the Immortals. No DT, he should have used his tier 2 for DT at least. Wow, is this guy staying on 0 gas or what? Yep, actually my zealot's gonna die now. I'm gonna get 2 or 3 armies. Yeah. I can take gas. I'm not gonna even touch the immortals. Yeah, it's actually GG. Tears to the T that I was speaking about seems like I got hacked. Yeah, I can maybe... do 1 sentry. This. Now I need tier 2 for DT. I thought we are dead. Okay. This guy has tier 2 and doing nothing about it. Okay. So Protoss, I don't think that he will transfer to carriers because there is like stalkers. Or maybe he will, but... yeah, this... good job. What after... what? Okay. Very good scan. I'll let 3 mortals survive. Yeah, mono race. Maybe we can do like 1 void race. See whether he will survive against these marines. This is bad. Ghosts will actually kill me. Looks like I need to sell and go immortals as well. I mean, can we survive the turn here? Or are we actually dead? Yeah, we actually dead. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright. Yeah, good. It was a nice game, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the replays, the game. And... oh. Elemento is online, but I have to go. Okay, I will go eat. The replay I will cast another time. Oh. Okay, I will shortly check how long this game is. How many minutes do I... oh, this is 1 hour and 12 seconds. I will just check shortly how long this game is that Elemento sent me. Please analyze the game deeply. I was accused of losing the game, but I strongly disagree. In my opinion, BCs were a big mistake from ucorsu, but maybe I'm stupid and of course insulted the SGMs by our enemy clan quiet. Yeah, okay. 29 minutes. I need to see whether I have place for... okay, I will cast it, but I will shortly make a coffee and I will come back. I'm sorry, I need 1 or 2 minutes, okay? Sorry. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. First, I want to say today I need to stay the whole day at home because I received an, some company wrote me that techniker will come around and check our dishwasher, and the techniker, like, they say, oh, like, what, I have nothing to do, or she can come around 7 and 17. Like, what is this? She can come in a time interval of 10 hours. So I stay home. I did some very good gymnastics in the beginning morning. I went jogging in the morning, like at 6 o'clock or 6:30. Then I did some useful stuff, did some training at home, and I used this time like now to eat a bit, because otherwise then later I need to combine eating and watching like Desert Strike and like to cast this game, because otherwise later I will not have time because I need to go work later. I'm working, I need to go working from 15 and then till late. That's why I need to combine it a bit. Sorry for this. And I'm eating like nuts. Normally I'm eating like a whole portion of quark. Maybe in Polish. In Russian this is called tvorog. Maybe in Polish this is also called tvorog. If you guys, my Polish warriors, know what it is. Yeah, your cooker Elemento. Sorry for some private, but I think this is nothing bad. Yeah. I believe tvorog, tvorog, what I eat, it has 18 or 19 gram proteins at 100 gram, and it has 90 kilocalories on 100 gram. After sport, in my opinion, this is super. In my opinion, there is nothing better. I mean, even for people who are like vegan or there was a second thing. Oh god. There are like people who don't eat meat, but okay, doesn't matter. Okay, and then also I wanted to say something. Yeah, maybe I need to be careful, because I realize I read maybe something that maybe I shouldn't have read out loud. And honestly, I don't want to, analyze. I hope you're not caring about it much. Of course, if someone sent me like an email like, look at this site, you can see there's Pornhub, there you can see like naked. Of course, I will not do this. But yeah, the most people know a little bit that in Discord there was a little bit discussion, maybe a bit warm or hot discussion. It's not some secret that there is some different opinions between these gems and quiet. I know there are two words, quiet and quiet. I think quiet is like silent, right? Yeah, silent. And quiet is like pretty much something like this. Yeah, synonym. Okay. Yeah, another thing that I will try just to make it shortly. I don't want to make so many drama on this YouTube channel, especially in the subscribe, because my Let's Play games are very relaxing. I dive into some world there and, turn off everything what is in real life, and don't bother myself about anything. In my opinion, life is hard enough. We don't need to make it harder for ourselves in gaming world, where we supposed to enjoy the time and chill and relax. Anyway, I hope maybe I sometimes speak something about Didi that doesn't sound good from words, but actually I like him. And if I rethink, I think I don't have problems with anyone in Desert Strike. Or if I had, then I hope we solved it. If there are some people who don't like the SGMs in quiet, then okay. We have like, I don't know, 8-9 milliards, or in English I think you need to say it different. Billions, or yeah, anyway, like a lot of people are existing. Milliard in German is not the same like milliard in English. So I think a milliard in German means billion in English. So there are a lot of people and everyone has a different opinion, and this is fine, okay? If someone thinks I'm stupid, okay, it's not my problem, it's your problem if you think I'm stupid. If someone think Uran UncutGameplay is a shit channel, then again, this is not my problem, this is your problem. This is, in my opinion, stupid to watch, to follow a YouTube channel that you find shit. Because honestly, if I find a YouTube channel shit, then I just don't watch it. If you don't like my YouTube channel, then just go somewhere else and watch someone else's content. It's so easy, my friends. You don't need to spend your nerves and time and energy on something that you don't like. You do world for yourself and for the people around you worse with this. And I think we live only once, and we need to like spend our time with something that we more enjoy. And yeah, anyway, okay, with this being said, let's see. APM, I like to watch from time to time ucorsu. We have ucorsu, Deevanov, and Elemento in one team against Syntacs, Marcel, and Golem, Ice Golem. Okay, who do we watched Golem. No, we watched Elemento in the, I don't know, Marcel sounds like Marcel sounds like there's some pro hiding behind this guy. Like Marcel. I also like to call myself, like when I was playing Wolfenstein, there you can rename yourself like how many times you want, and then I, for example, put my name like something like I don't know, Bob, and then this Bob. Yeah, okay. What do we have? We have TVP against ZZP. Okay, let's watch Marcel. Yeah, see, Marcel is already hiding his drone. I have a new coffee here. Okay, analyze. Okay, I will try to use the time that I still have to analyze this. Yeah, this fucker, I tell you. He is, like, what I see here, making units blindly, this already is not simply Marcel. This is some cheeky Marcel. Someone has 120 APM. Who is this? Deevanov. I had so much APM when I was playing like ladder. My last portion of chocolate for this day. Huh? ucorsu. Wait, what was this? I need to analyze it deeply, and I was accused to lose the game. Okay. Okay, so shall I? I mean, I don't know. Shall I? Okay, let's watch ucorsu. I will try to put myself into ucorsu's situation. Okay, he saw first one is Zerg. Good. He scans for who? For Elemento, and points Protoss. By the way, this is also not bad. What he do? Like just a little trick or tip. For example, if Elemento didn't watch what is here, yeah, if his camera was, for example, here, but then later he, for example, after toilet or I know, comes and then opens the chat and sees Zonde, then he will see, purple is actually Zonde, like, you know, probe, Protoss. This is not bad, for example. But you can also ask and then say who is third. Oh, he Protoss. Okay, easy. ZZP. Okay, everyone got scanned and you know the race. Good. Okay, what beginning? What can be done in the beginning? So ucorsu checked zero gas. Okay, fine. Zero gas push also fine. Okay, I mean, I promise to analyze it deeply. Syntacs. Yeah, this is actually, this little things can be game deciding. I was speaking about this a lot, like praising it, but meanwhile I have to say that it's more fairer to dance. I mean, of course you don't know, but it's more fair to dance only one Zergling. Because see what happens? Look, normally, this was some insane human shooter reaction right now from my back. Like, I can't. So normally this army beats this. 100% I can subscribe to this. 6 roaches gonna lose to this. But because of this wall, see what happens. See, this Zergling is completely useless now because of this wall. As if they didn't even exist. Okay. This is good so far. Okay, this is actually very good because now Elemento, this guy didn't build anything because he didn't know the race. As a small trick, since I said I analyzed this deeply, if this is a pro game, for example, like when you have, for example, no Terran to scan, you are, for example, in this team, you have 2 Zergs, no one can scan, you are Protoss. When does it make sense to build blindly and when not? In my opinion, like, this is of course a bit lotto, but human brain, I'm here. If I see, for example, I got scanned, then I'm expecting the person who is here that probably, like, he got now the information and probably he's gonna push. For example, if we have this situation If I'm here, who is this golem? Golem. Let's call it back. Oh, the scan is not bad. So, for example, we are golem. Oh, he even checks everything. You see, for example, you got scanned. And at the same time, you see, oh, there is a wall, and there is, like, it is very probably that we get the middle. I mean, of course, you need to be fast and not like scratching here, scratching there. Maybe, I don't know, put your hand into the trousers, scratch there a bit something, if you have something. Or check something, whether you have something. Yeah, here, I mean, 8 seconds for Protoss, this is easy. You can easily make here 6, 7 zealots. So if I would see I got scanned, it's probably that this guy gonna push. If I don't see that I get scanned, I'm not gonna push. Yeah, this is a bit lotto. But this is how I would play. Because here, if golem would push, it would be GG already from this game. Like, these zealots, these damaged zealots, they wouldn't have any chance. Sorry. Yeah, I'm representing the human population here. Even if you have like gas, you would with gas still win this. Oh god. Okay, so next. Okay, here we damage Elemento damage. This is now for this team very in favor. Elementos Zealots damaging this army. This army is dead. Ucorsu pushed with Marines, very good. Did he upgrade it? No, he didn't. It's just because I have speed. +2. Okay, this has no chance to win. So far, so good. Okay, let's check. If you see, for example, that your army gets damaged, then you don't really need to upgrade +1, just as a tip. Elemento didn't upgrade +1, I'm just saying. You can use this money that you would use for upgrades for next army. For more units in the next wave. See, here, like this, for example. Ucorsu makes no upgrade on his shield, like combat shields, because he knows he can kill also without shields and use this money for more units in the next wave. In my opinion, this is a bit about efficiency. This is important, +1, because you need to kill these roaches as fast as possible, because the faster, the more you push your enemies here, the less distance between the roaches and the zealots are, and then they can stack better. So Deevanov is a very important role here. He needs to have enough roaches. He's making his job very good. He stays on 0 gas and you know, making roaches, and then later he needs hydras, so that with mass damage per second he kills the Marcel's units. So far everyone is doing good. I mean, Ucorsu, Deevanov and Elemento, yeah. Elemento can, yeah, I mean, I will try to just analyze, but for example, you can slowly take gas. Ah, yeah, you took already. When did you take? Right now, okay. Because when the zealots are, you know, coming here, it's good that they damage the next army, but you cannot destroy the cannon with this amount of zealots. That's why it's most efficient to just take gas. Okay, army dies. Okay, yeah, one roach or two roach, but this roach actually came later because it's stacked. Okay, so far so good. Queens. I would skip that. I would make more roaches. You know, yeah, little tip for 3 versus 3. In Zerg versus Zerg, you don't do queens. Like this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say, I'm usually like saying like very polite and nice, like what would I do different but not better. It's for sure better to, I mean, maybe like 2 queens, okay, but it's for sure more efficient to invest your money into the hydras. Or I don't know, it depends on the situation. Okay, I will not like make some trash talk here or something like this. Yeah. See, this is what I was talking about. As Zerg in Deevanov's situation, you need like as fast as possible damage per second, like hydras. Because otherwise roaches survive. And now... okay, I mean, this still is good. Yeah, okay, still everything full control. +1 sits. Zerg, who is this? Marcel? No, Syntacs dies. Oh, he went... okay. This can be already a bit tricky, but I think it's still full control. As in my opinion, as soon as yeah, this gets hydras, then I really don't see anything that can go wrong. Okay. So golem gives up cannon, or... wait, what did he spawn? Did he just spawn only one immortal? Oh no, sorry. Yeah, golem's situation is a bit difficult because of previous Zerg and then Zealots. This is like the most like dick-ass or ass-dick or dickhead, I don't know, situation that you can have as Protoss. So far everything's clean, no trash talk. So, did I understand correctly? Like, Terran later transfers to BCs. I honestly would stay Marines because, I mean, they have a very good damage per second. You kill everything what is on the battlefield. Later you can add some medivacs that are also very good for healing Deevanov. Okay, let's see. Two carriers. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What else could he do? I mean, he could make stalkers. Yeah. Stalkers or carriers. But what the thing with carriers is just you need to hope that your planetary fortress does not get destroyed very fast. Colossus. Yeah, here Elemento either has the option to also go carriers, sell everything and then go carriers. Yeah, he can also add. Yeah, I think I probably would also go. Yeah, these Colossus are for sure very good if they, for example, stuck together with Deevanov, then they can like shoot behind. But I probably would sell these zealots and make carriers. I mean, sorry, I would do like this. These two carriers I would stay, and these zealots I would invest into carriers. So like carrier Colossus combination also possible. Wait, maybe I need to check shortly my email because I don't know, this is pretty weird that Techniker does not come. Okay. I got some weird email, but yeah, I need to handle it later. As long as carriers do not survive, it's everything good. Yeah, these zealots needs to be sold because they are not, they begin to not do something because they, like, you know, get blocked by these units and then they are getting shot by planetary fortress. Yeah, okay, I see. And then probably, yeah, I think this is probably both make a bit mistake, I can imagine, because yeah, here I would for sure stay bio. This is 100%. Like, if you want to hear my honest opinion, my honest opinion is like this: if you dominate the Zerg as a Terran with bio, if you win the middle fight, then you should stay bio. There's nothing that speaks against what can. If Zerg does not do any lurkers, everything he do, like with standard, he's losing. He cannot do banelings because of previous armies. If he loses with standard, then he will also continue to lose with standard against your standard. Okay, here I see what happens. There is not gonna be so much. Oh yeah, good reaction. When was that? I was thinking that Elemento stays on Zealots. Okay. I need to see his... When he decided to do it now, just... Okay, he sees, okay, it's possible that carriers come through. Yeah, actually this was the moment when I said he needs to sell zealots. Okay, good, I like it. Stalkers, yeah, good. Because if you do only scouts, then... Then they face Zerg. He has +2. Yeah, these are, unfortunately, I know what will happen now. This is unfortunately the typical, I know this, these typical reactions from my random games. Also, I face this a lot. Like once they see, like, oh, carriers come through, whose wave is this? This is Elemento's wave. So whose fault? Elemento's fault. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? This guy, oh my fucking goodness, Marcel. I don't know whether everyone is doing it like this, but this is exactly like how I also make like my units. I make here roaches till here, then I continue here and put here hydras everywhere, and this I make with queens. Probably every minute, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I told you this guy is not simple, Marcel. I think they are really not bad. They both made queens, and that's why, I mean, here's only 4 queens. Okay, one thing that I think I really don't want to point out in this video with finger and say whose fault it was that this game was lost, because otherwise, like, it will, like, we will have some fire here on this video. I'm not doing this content to make some dramas or something like this. But I will just say what, in my opinion, was improvable in this game from this side. So if this team win the game, then it means, like, I should not speak about what was there improvable. Okay, first thing here, I think this is a good point to start with. If I was Terran, I would for sure keep going. Like, if I see I win against Zerg, I continue to do bio. I upgrade here +3/+3. How many Marauders? 4. It's good. I would make like totally maybe like there's a lot of roaches, maybe I would make 6 marauders and fill everything else with marines and maybe 5 medivacs. This till minute 20. Maybe even if I would see, for example, it would depend what I would do with my tier 3 units. If I would see Elemento makes carriers, then I would make tanks for splash damage. If I would see Elemento makes Colossus, then I would for sure, like this is a team game, okay? Then I would for sure make more, Marines Marauders with Medivacs. Like with Marines Marauders, you do nothing wrong completely. And Medivacs. So I wouldn't do DBC, I'm honest. So see this, what we have here. Yeah, if you want to go on this level that does ucorsu kill his wave, yes, he does. What survives? 3 queens survive. Yeah. This is almost nothing. Okay. Then, it's fine. We can accept his unit choice. Then we have Deevanov. Yeah, in my opinion, both were a little bit sloppy or here with, but maybe this is like some chilled game. Here I would for sure make mass Hydras. These 2 rows only Hydras. If I was here, I would stay on 2 gas, or no, not on 2 gas, on 1 gas I would stay. And I would make only here, or like this roaches, this area, and this area only Hydras. With this on 1 gas, 1000%, my friends, I would win against Deevanov, who would sit here on 3 gas. This is killed, easy. I'm sorry, Deevanov, but like what do we have with upgrades? +1, +2. Are you both on? Yeah, okay. So here I would for sure get the middle. Then the next thing would be that I would have Hydras, I wouldn't have queens. I would do queens only if I see the next wave is mass carriers. I would first do Hydras to get the middle, and I would for sure get the middle against someone who is a Zerg and sits on 3 gas. First, I would do speed for roaches here, and then I would for sure stack with this army. With this combo or tactic, 1000% I would get the middle. Roaches stuck with Syntacs army, and then later my Hydras come, and there's no chance. Yeah, really. This guy wouldn't be sitting here on 3 gas. He would be forced to do units to hold the middle. Then the next thing is Elemento. So here, okay, let's talk about here. Here for sure I would stay mass marines, 6 marauders and 6 medivacs. This is what I would do with middle. This works 100%. Here I would stay, like to get and to win the whole game, I would stay roaches and hydras. If this guy was more advanced as he already advanced is, he would make, like I said, roaches with speed and then hydras. This would make it very difficult because I can imagine maybe ucorsu wouldn't be able to kill the stacked army, and I would, and Deevanov would fight not only yellow, but like yellow and maybe like 1/3 of this army. That's why I would for sure stay, like if this was some pro game with advanced players, then I would for sure stay Roach, Hydras, no queens at all. And then later I would do Corruptors. Why Corruptors? Because it is very possible that these two Zergs will either do Broodlords or Corruptors. In any way, Corruptors are good against both. Corruptors are good against Corruptors, and Corruptors are good against Broodlords. And here, this guy, it's either possible he goes Carriers or he goes something else like Stalker, Colossus. In my opinion, Corruptors here would for sure be good against these two and this. I mean, here you see Carriers already. But yeah, let's talk about the situation right now. Okay. For example, we see here, okay, when did it start? Okay. Here we have somewhere here it starts to get a bit ugly. Here we have a lot of Zerg ball. Okay. Okay, if I was here in this point of time, here I would for sure, like I said, Marine, Marauders, Medivacs. And if I was Zerg, I would till now continue Roach, Hydra. I wouldn't do now Corruptors because I see if I'm here like this, I'm Deevanov. Like, oh, I'm facing a lot of Zerg. Why should I do Corruptors? I'm not facing Carriers yet. I need to break these guys first. And this is a reason why I wouldn't do Queens. Because for pulverizing this shit here, you need damage per DPS. You need mass Hydras and not like 8. But okay. Here this is bad. This is the GG mode probably. Okay, let's imagine Elemento probably would have, at this point, if he switched to Carriers, he would have maximum 5. Because of middle, maximum 5, not 6. 4 or 5 Carriers. Okay, now who would win? Let's lotto a bit. The Carriers have a moving speed like Colossus maybe, or... Fuck. Wait, I just want to see the movement speed. 2.25, okay, almost the same like Colossus, okay. I needed to wait till these things are done. Okay, so Carriers would arrive now. If Elemento would have Carriers. There are no Stalkers. Maybe go a little bit back. Here are Carriers. And now they start to shoot. Okay, what do they shoot at? We have 4 Hydras. And 6 Queens with +2. Yeah, probably Elementos Carriers would lose here at this point. If both would, in my opinion, if both would at this point make Carriers stupidly, blindly, and whatever, at this point, Elemento, even if he would have 5 Carriers, he would lose. This is my opinion here. Because 6 Queens and then 4 Hydras, 4 Carriers, would win 5 carriers. 100%. So usually we have in Desert Strike a lot of teachers who knows everything better than you, yeah, or than everyone else. They know how the world is and blah blah blah. Now question is, what options would Elemento have here? You can either go Colossus and Stalkers like he did here. Colossus because of mass ground army, and Stalkers, yeah, because of some additional air and also ground. Scouts, you don't do this here. This was good thought with brain because you face ground, and scouts against ground eat shit. Okay, let's assume he made carriers and he would probably lose, and then here let's say three carriers survive. Now again, if I would be here and I would have only Marauders and Marines, why there is no tier 3 upgrades here? This missing. Of course, you have minerals here. Okay, this is yeah. Yeah, independent of what will happen later. I mean, now probably ucorsu need to think about something because he sees his army gets pulverized and he needs to transfer to something. But actually, if, like I said already many times, if he would just stay Marines Marauders, you know what would happen? First, +3. Then some medivacs. You know, out of this army, he would kill more from this army than now. This is 100%, especially with +3. And if there is less Zerg army, then here would also be less army. And probably blue would be able to kill all of these Zerg units. And then it would be like a fight between carriers against carriers. And then maybe if Elemento went carriers, then Elemento's carriers would win. If ucorsu stayed bio. I believe everyone would agree that staying full bio would be the best option for Terran. This because there is no Colossus. You don't need to be afraid of anything here. And yeah. And what if Elemento didn't have carriers and had... Maybe these Stalkers would be able to beat 4 carriers, but I'm really not sure. This is like a little bit lotto. It's not much Stalkers here, and they have also no defense here, so they will melt faster. I don't know, I'm not so expert in this, but I can imagine probably these 4 carriers would win Stalkers anyway, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Now, the moment of... Let me quickly... You know what triggers me right now? What is this? I'm getting some emails here. Sorry. There are some emails that okay, back to Desert Strike. Yeah, I for sure think the key player was, I mean, the most impact. Wait, I wanted to translate something. The black hole. Lines or what is this? Horizon event, or how is this called? Event horizon, or the event horizon of a black hole is the boundary in space-time beyond which neither matter nor light can escape. Yeah, in Desert Strike we can talk also a little bit about some things like here black hole. So here this point is black hole singularity. There is like time is not stays. Time stays there. So there is a very high gravity. You maybe have seen this very good movie. My goodness, how is this movie called? Fuck. My goodness. Matthew. I'm sorry. Interstellar, my goodness. And in this Interstellar movie, there's also a topic about black holes, and there shows that black hole has a very high gravity, and the closer you are to this point of strong gravity, the slower time goes for you. So this means when you're like living closer to black hole, then you get older slower than someone in the solar system, for example. And the event horizon, yeah, this is the radius around the singularity where matter and energy cannot escape the black hole's gravity, the point of no return. This is what I wanted to say. The point of no return. Do you have... No, I have to play here a little bit. My goodness. Yeah, finally. Okay, the point of no return was somewhere here. Or maybe even sooner, earlier. I would say somewhere like, okay, like somewhere here, okay? Yeah, I can for sure say like, if here, for example, it was more Marines Marauders, here it was like Roach more Hydra instead of Queens. And here you can maybe, for example, stay Stalkers, make Colossus, or maybe also better to make, I don't know, better or not, but I think carriers wouldn't be a mistake as well. But here, if Protoss have a better support, then you for sure would have easier fight against your Protoss. Now, the point of no return is, yeah, has been overstepped, and now actually there's, yeah, Zerg loses against Zerg. Actually, I don't know what else here. So yeah, now if we get this moment, Stalker Coloss, you need to stay Stalker Coloss. Here you cannot transfer to carriers because there's a lot of queens. Yeah, you see what is the 6, 7, and then 7, 9, and also a lot of hydras. Here transferring to carriers is no go. Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello. Okay, danke sehr. Ja, tschüss. Okay, I have 20 minutes and then I have to disappear. So yeah, what can you do here? I mean, I think it was not about like talking about how you wrote, like whether he transferred to BCs or not. It was much more important that at minute 13, 14 he makes much more bio, then these things wouldn't happen. No, this sounds like some typical. Really, yeah. No, you know what? I really don't want to offend anybody here. But right now, I think most people who play a couple of years Desert Strike, right now, if we just take this picture and not like think what happened like 5 minutes ago or 3 minutes ago, if we just take this picture and need scout, okay, we imagine here are scouts now. What would they face? Carriers or I mean, here Elemento's army spawns. I have, as a clan member of DSGMs, I have to defend here a little bit. I'm not offending, I'm just defending. At this situation, the unit that Elemento needs less is Scout. I'm sorry to say this, but I very disagree with this. And with this, I know it can maybe look like that I, offended ucorsu, but of course, who knows? Maybe this combination was efficient, or maybe it would be the other combination efficient of making mass carriers from the beginning. Either this or the other thing. But for sure not doing now scouts. Because otherwise, they disappear from this. As soon as it rings, then I need to go. So, okay. ucorsu then decides to transfer to BCs, which is understandable because BCs are not bad against queens, and I mean, not bad against queens if there is some similar amount, and then the TBCs can just Yamato them, and then, you know. So let's see. Broodlords. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, okay, this is only one Broodlord, sorry for the smile. But this is good that he makes characters. Because this guy is making characters as well. Yeah, I agree with this. Now I agree, of course. Mass AA, so mass characters, this is what I already said in the beginning, that this Zerg later has to do mass characters. Because independent what these two Zergs are gonna do later, characters good against characters and are good against Brutlots and are good against possible Colossus or possible carriers. Of course, in this situation, Colossus are good for not dying. Now you really, I think, honestly, it looks not bad. If ucorsu would transfer now to fully PCs, this is unfortunately that these guys just pass by. These guys were really needed here. In my opinion, if he would transfer now, where like it was like 1 minute ago, to mass PCs, and maybe if there was some money about Vikings, then it's not bad, yeah. But not scouts, come on. I know these things you say probably just to provoke. It doesn't make sense that he makes scouts now. Corruptors, yes, makes sense. If I imagine here now mass BCs, who knows? Mass PCs with Vikings probably would win these carriers. But then they would have troubles here, I guess. And really, we're down. Is there some ranked board or I don't know where? About what are we speaking here? Clear now why DSGM's down now. We don't force anyone to stay in a clan. I can leave the clan anytime. Elemento, StarLuk, whoever can leave the clan anytime. The clan, honestly, in my opinion, it is just, you know, just a word. Yeah, we are in game like as one team, but the friendship, you know, the friendship is still there even if you're not in the clan. Either even if you are in the clan or not in the clan, you are friends anyway. And I don't know how old here the people are, but you know, for me, when I was, for example, 18, let's say, like the younger you are, the more this word clan maybe means like you're a part of something big. This is just a game, and it's much more important to focus on some progress in real life instead of clan dramas. No, you know, it's much more preciser to say that the Desert Strike is honestly an abandoned, like technical wise or developing wise, it is abandoned. It is not getting updates or something like this. No bug fixes or stuff. So it is pretty forsaken arcade, but the community is still living and is special. Yeah, maybe because of things like you know, like some dramas, and yeah, no one cares about whether one clan is down. People much more care about that in their life. Real life are the things going forward. Oh fuck, I don't have camera. Okay. Yeah, my battery died. Okay, yeah, because this video is already like 2 hours and 25 seconds. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, you don't see my picture then. Okay. So I just want to say that that this, you know, it's a bit. No one is nowhere down, you know. I fight double Zerg, you fight as team. Yeah. What is PB, by the way? I mean, if this we talk about we fight as team, then I just want to say that in this case, Terran was, I would say, key role, or has the strongest impact to support the team. And for this, in my opinion, it was like 13-14 minutes. It was the best if he did, you know, Marines, Marauders, what I said, like Medivacs. But now that there is no point of return. And then this is like, this reminds me very hard on these statements, who is fault, and yeah, these things you see a lot when you play some games with randoms and against randoms. Yeah, now scouts are not bad because he faced Kraptas, okay. I wouldn't also do the scouts if I only face ground. I only would do the scouts if I face Kraptas. Yeah, and you need also scouts to protect the Colossus from Kraptas. Like, I think the most discussable scenario or situations was the minute 13-14. Yeah, but what happened now here, if you just take the picture right now, then in my opinion Stalkers and Colossus are efficient. You need then the scouts when you, after you face win Zergs, when you clearly face carriers, then you can do this, the scouts. Yeah, I'm really hoping that I will be able to finish the game cast before it rings. Okay. Yeah, by the way, it seems like you win this game. How about upgrades? Upgrades is good. Okay, you come back? Or what? Marcel plays well. So yeah, for sure now is good time to do scouts, yes. Yeah, this is no chance that the Terran can win, so somehow you need to stack with Terran and Protoss. Here Zerg is doing everything fine right now, just mask Raptors, upgrades are fine. Actually this now maybe is a very good idea, ucorsu. Like I disagreed on with scouts, but this is actually now a good point. Maybe I need to check it and imagine that later there are no roaches. He sell Maraudas. Here I have to praise ucorsu a bit. This was good. Maraudas are not useful because they would just pass by here. Okay, let's imagine there's only mass Caraptas. No ground. This army would just pass by. But even if he had mass Caraptas, even if he sell everything, of course he would do much more damage on the air, but still the Caraptors would for sure die. Okay, the ground army would do some damage, but I think it would still not kill the planetary fortress. Yeah. Okay, I really need to break it. Maybe we can talk later in game. But I think I already said. The most, you know, the most, the point where you could do the most impact. And because now when carriers came here, this was a point of no return, in my opinion. If they don't fuck up badly, but yeah, they didn't. Anyway, I want to say and repeat that actually there was not much trash talk. Okay, this statement of the SGMs are down, yeah, actually it seems like there is some maybe conflict between some players of these two different clans, but honestly, yeah, okay, I don't mind. I don't force people to like the SGMs. You can hate, you can like, however you want. But yeah, speaking about this game again, in my opinion, most impact was here, staying mass Marines, mass Marauders with Medivacs to not let stack or kill the Zerg army as much as possible. Then this army would for sure should be in the beginning roaches, hydras. This would also kill the rest of this and make a little bit damage on this. And then later I would only continue with mass Caraptas. And here, yeah, here again on minute 13 there was the switch, or not earlier, but here it was either this combination, Stalker, Colossus, Scouts later when you face these Caraptas, or you could also have, in my opinion, the most efficient one variation or composition would be if this guy goes Marines, Marauders, Medivacs, here Roach, Hydra, and then Corruptors, and here Carriers. But I think even if you did Stalker and Colossus and Scouts, even with this, you should be able to win if these two guys, for example, did a bit more damage per second in the beginning. With Carriers, maybe it would be more efficient. You never know this, only by trying out. Who knows, maybe Carriers would be efficient. I leave you to have your opinion about this. But for sure, doing Scouts when you face only ground is for sure not something that you should do. You should do only Scouts when you start to face Corruptors. To face them first and protect Colossus, so that Colossus can damage ground. Later, I could imagine that maybe he could transfer completely to BCs and Vikings, like to sell this everything here, and this. Maybe you could, like maybe this army and this army could have stacked together, who knows. I need to go very soon, so I will just say some last words. I'm not striving to have some, conflicts with someone. If I say something that you don't like, that you can anytime put me a thumbs down if you want, if it makes you feel better or whatever. I honestly don't care. I don't earn any money with YouTube, so I completely don't care, and I can say anything what I want. But my mission is for sure to not spread any drama on my YouTube channel with my content, and I try to respect everyone. We grow. With more grow, we are more experienced and stuff. And ucorsu is an ex-member of my NBJB clan. So I honestly I think everyone, or mostly everyone, most of the people are from NBJB. And if someone doesn't like the SGMs, okay, it is how it is. I really don't force anyone to like the SGMs or to like my content or to like whatever. So this was my short or rather longer video. I thank you for watching, my friends. I need to go now because a technical will come now. Stay healthy, curious, and motivated, my friends. The camera died because I made a video that went over 2 hours. The battery lasts only 2 hours on something. Alright, thanks for watching, my friends, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.